It's November, everybody, so you know what that means. It means it's Barnes & Noble's 50% off Criterion sale. And we're going to get inside here, and we're going to be good this sale. There's only 6 or 7 titles that I want. That's all I'm buying. I'm not buying 35 like the July sale. It's Ryan, Movies with Ryan. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Unboxings, video hunts, movie hunts, Criterion stuff, boutique labels, all that good stuff. You're in the right place. But we're going to get in here. We're going to see what I can find. And yeah, Southern Indiana, it's 5 o'clock and the sun's almost down. Daylight savings time. Stay tuned. Let's see what I can find. Coming right in the store now, 50% off Criterion sale. Walk in, we go past the Arrow videos that should be on sale, hopefully at the end of this month. But I started getting worried coming over here because they've moved stuff around again. There's some records and soundtracks. They've moved the 4Ks over along with the Criterion and bumped the Arrows down. So I'm actually missing 2 whole sections of Criterions now. They have completely shrunk their section again. But we're going to get in here, we're going to start looking and see what we can find. Starting off in the 4Ks, some new releases. There is some stuff I'm looking for in here. See if I can find it. May have just passed one up there. I'm really happy that Criterion is getting into the 4K game. Unfortunately, they are re-releasing stuff that's already been put out on the collection. I'm kind of having a hard time upgrading older stuff if I already own it. Good little 4K collection though, or section here. Seventh Seal 4K, I just bought that. Regular Blu-ray last year on the sale. Just bought the 3 Colors trilogy last year on Blu-ray. Videodrome, same thing. See what else we got. The new David Bowie movie, Daydream Moonage. Not a huge David Bowie fan, but I'll probably end up picking that up at some point. Starting in the regular Blu-ray section. 12 Angry Men. I'm going to pick that up eventually, but I'm thinking about picking up the Kino 4K version, but we'll see. It's been a while since I've done a voiceover, so I'm sorry if this sounds a little shaky. And also my video camera skills. I was using my offhand during this first section here. I don't know what I was thinking. I haven't done an out and about video in quite a while. Moving on, we're here into the B section. Not really seeing a whole lot. Again, I'm trying to be good this year, or this sale. I've got a very small list of basically new releases that's been put out since July that I'm looking for. There was the Blob. I'm going to end up picking that up eventually too, because I did just pick up the remake in 4K with that Steelbook. There's Chan is Missing. That's a good movie if you've not seen it. That Celebration I've always looked at. Chilly Winds and Scenes in Winter, just picked that up recently. Come and See, just picked that up recently. Devil in the Blue Dress, very good movie. Deep Cover, might pick that up eventually as well. Moving right through, there's Don't Look Now. Definitely looking for the 4K of that, and it looks like they got the 4K shoved over there. Apparently somebody doesn't know how to stock their movies properly. Moving along though, see what else we can find. Eyes Without a Face, I highly recommend that. It's a great movie, and this is a fun find. I totally forgot about the Janus movie line that they brought out, Contemporaries. We might have to pick up old Eeyore there later. We'll see. And here's one that stumped me. The Following, Christopher Nolan movie. I did not realize this had American release. I just picked up that 101 Films version that just came out because I thought that was the only way you could get it on Blu-ray. Apparently, I was wrong. But I'm not going to pick up the Criterion. I already have that other one. I think it has some extras on it too. So we shall see. I will say I've been impressed with my store's selection just from what I've been seeing so far. They actually have a bunch of titles I had not seen before. Some things that may have piqued my interest. Maybe I'll look into a little bit later. Just passed up The Human Condition. I still need to pick that up. I know it's like a 3.5, 4 hour long movie, or maybe even longer. But it's one of the few Asian cinema titles I do not have in the collection still. Just a few more titles there. Kagemusha, very good Akira Kurosawa movie. It's about the horseback samurai. The new La Lorna, Karinko, Quadan, Lahane, Life Aquatic, all good choices. Of course, Lady Snowblood. And there we go. We got the La Bamba, first time on Criterion Collection, second time on Blu-ray in the United States. I'm pretty sure it had a Twilight time. That Local Hero I've been looking at before. I think I flipped back to Lost in America. I've never seen that before in my store. I know it's an Albert Brooks. I still need to watch that, Defending Your Life, see if I like it. And some more stuff. Miller's Crossing, Midnight Cowboy, Minding the Gap. Minding the Gap is a great documentary if you haven't seen that. Mishima, 4 Chapters of Life. All sorts of good stuff in here. Medicine for the Melancholy, that just really came out recently. I was actually surprised. I think I go back to it here. I think that trilogy is new. I know nothing about it. But Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. I thought that was out of print, but they had a copy there. Maybe I should have picked that up. Still going through. My man Godfrey. Nanny, I know that's a new release. New Bears, or No Bears. Never even heard of that. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Night of the Hunter, I picked up on Kino Lorber 4K. I still need to watch it. One of these days, I'm going to pick up that On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. Passion of Joan of Arc. I really want to pick that up. I've heard it's a really good silent movie, black and white. I know I said I had a small list. I did. But as usual, when you're browsing through these, you find stuff that catch your interest. We were up to 1,200 titles in the Criterion Collection, so there's bound to see something new every time that may catch your eye. Raising the Sun, Rashomon, Ratcatcher, Scanners, Sancho the Bailiff. Anybody tell me those Scorsese shorts, are they really worth anything? Are they good? Are the shorts in them good? Romeo and Juliet there, I might pick that up just because it's a controversial movie and I want to see what it's all about. I know a lot of people have talked about it. The Red Shoes, I actually thought about picking up the 4K of that, but I'm going to hold off. I know a lot of people have gave that movie praise. Shaft. Shallow Grave, first Danny Boyle movie, and Ewan McGregor movie. Check that out if you never have. Silence of the Lambs, Sisters, Slackers, and then that new box set from, I forget who it was. That's supposed to be a pretty good box set. And almost finishing up, we're here in the Bees. And this Velvet Underground, I don't know anything about the band Velvet Underground, but I'm probably going to end up picking that up. I do like music docs, at least well done ones, and I've heard that one's pretty good. Freaks! Wings of Desire, Working Girls. We're finishing out. The Worst Person in the World, very good movie if you haven't seen that. And that's the last section here in the W's. And that's going to do it, folks. That's the thrifting. All right, we're back in the car. A little shaky on the camera action. I haven't done an out and about video in a little bit, so I'm not used to videoing and moving at the same time. It's kind of weird. I did pick up 7 titles. I got everything I wanted except for one thing, and I filled it in with something else. The reason being, I said it in the video, I did a voiceover because it was very loud in there, a lot of music going on, so I did a voiceover. Hopefully the voiceover turns out good. But I was looking for one of the new 4Ks. They only had one copy of it, and the disc was loose in it. I mean, it was shaking around really good. Did pick up 7 things, though. I said I was going to be good. These are all pretty much new titles, except for one of them, maybe? But the first thing, this is the fill-in for the 4K. I was looking for the 4K, the others, and like I said, the disc was loose in there. I forgot that Criterion came out with this new line of its Janus Contemporaries, and they released EO in the United States. This was a foreign release. You could import it. It just looks like a cute movie. It's a donkey that gets freed from the circus, and he roams the countryside meeting different people. And so I bought this instead of the others. And another thing about this too, the price is only $29.99 on these. So it's $10 cheaper than the normal Criterions. So that's pretty cool. So EO, that's the first thing. Let's see what else we got in the bag here. Yes, I got it. New release. I got the 4K of Don't Look Now with Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. I've always wondered what this movie was. I know about the ending. I know about the dwarf in the red raincoat. There's a raincoat on the front. I just now realized that. So that's the only thing I know about this movie. But I've heard this movie's really, really good. I was almost going to buy the Studio Canal version, like the big box set. But this was cheaper. Like a lot cheaper. Like $15 cheaper. So I'm going to go with the Criterion on that. Next, this is the only title that's... I don't think that's the disc. That may be the book. This is the only title that's not a new title. I've been looking at this forever. I never had it on my list, but I figured, what the heck? Somebody else picked this up recently and watched it and said it was really good, and that is Les Samurai by Jean-Pierre Melville. And I guess I could be a good person and tell you what the spine numbers were. This is 306. Don't Look Now is 145. Oh, that's right. This is a reprint into 4K. I forgot about that. And then EO does not have a number on it. So they're not numbering the Janus Contemporaries. Moving on. Another new title. It came out a couple months ago. Spine number 788. At least I thought it came out a couple months ago. That seems really weird because they're almost on 11. They're over 1100, unless I'm just not reading this right. What does that say, folks? Can you see it? Or is it 1180, 1108? I don't know. I can't see. I'm blind, and it's nighttime, and I have bad night vision. But anyway, it is Dim Sum. A Little Bit of Heart. This is the same person that did Chan is Missing. I think it was Chan is Missing. Really enjoyed Chan is Missing, if that's the same director, and I really want to check this out. I think this is their second movie. Can't wait to see it. Next, a movie I used to watch all the time back in the 80s. This and the Buddy Holly story. Lou Diamond Phillips as Richie Valens in La Bamba. So happy Criterion released this. Of course, it had a Twilight Time release, I believe. That's the only Blu-ray of it ever. And, yeah, great movie. If you've never seen it, a very good music biopic movie. Very well done. Music in here is great. Lou Diamond Phillips is great. Supporting cast is really good in here, too. But happy to have La Bamba. And that is $11.93. Now I figured out my vision range. Let me see. 1188 on Dim Sum. I thought it was newer. I didn't think it was below 1,000. And finally, I got two more here, folks. Ooh. Know nothing about this movie collection. I just know that this is a big deal that Criterion released this, like a huge deal. And yeah, I can't wait to get into it, because people said the main movie in this is great, and then you've got 2 extra movies, but this is $11.94, and that is Freaks. And it also has The Mystic and The Unknown are the other 2 movies in here. But like I said, I've heard great things about this. I know it's a huge deal that this has gotten a Blu-ray release. Can't wait to check them out. And finally, my favorite thing that I picked up, spine number 1197. We're going to go with that. I think it is. And that is Jackie Chan, Emergence of a Superstar. You know, I love my Jackie Chan, my Asian stuff. And this has pretty much like his first 6 major movies. And it's Half-Loaf of Kung Fu, Spiritual Kung Fu, The Fearless Hyena, Fearless Hyena 2, The Young Masters, or Young Master, and My Lucky Stars. I know 88 Films has done Half-a-Loaf, Spiritual, and The Fearless Hyena, and The Young Master. I think I had Spiritual Kung Fu and The Fearless Hyena, or Fearless Hyena and Young Master. I don't remember. And then Lucky Stars, I have 3 different versions of it now. It's got the Criterion version. It's also in that, Shout Factory Volume 2. And then I have the original Fortune Star 3 Blu-ray trilogy of the Lucky Stars trilogy. So I have one of these movies 3 times over. But I don't care. I love this set. I love Jackie Chan. It's nice to have everything in one little solid package here. So let me see if I can do this. That is it. This is going to be my pickup for Criterion 50% off month at Barnes & Noble's. Sort of. I've got one thing in the mail that's not available in store. I had to order it. It had been out of stock for a while. It came back in stock for the sale, so I picked it up. It's in the mail. It's an Asian title. And I'm going to kind of look around and see if I can get me a clean copy of the others. I'm being good, folks. You got to keep me on this. I even said it during my live stream, a couple weeks ago, that I am not going wild on this sale. This is going to be it. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for sticking with me. Ryan, Movies with Ryan. Glad you could get out with me and hunt a little bit. Till I see you again. Have a fantastic night.